Go home. The trash cans that he has plants in? Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like, what is the point of that? One main goal I've had for the past, I would say, year and a half is to figure out a way to get back to my studio practice. And I definitely have made strides, and I've definitely put myself out there, especially more last year than I have at the beginning of this year, since we're halfway through the year. I really put myself out there and dived deep into learning about ceramics, and I belonged to an independent clay studio for about a year, both in Silver Lake and in Burbank. And then last fall, I literally went to community college just to take ceramic classes in Glendale. So I've definitely started to get back to the familiarity of making and being creative and having fun and actually honestly being in a studio in and of itself, like physically being in a studio, at least a ceramic studio. So the next step for me is to figure out a way to incorporate it into my day-to-day routine. And obviously that's setting myself up for success in my home, to be able to do a few things at once. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, I have 2 puppies right now, and the balancing and the constant juggling between giving them my attention, making sure they're not getting into trouble, making sure they're happy and not whining, and then being able to do things that I want to do while also having 2 little independent girls being needy has been somewhat of a struggle. And I don't know if anybody else can relate to that. Obviously, I'm sure people with kids can relate to that. I don't know if people can understand really what I'm saying, because you're going to be like, oh, well, they're dogs. And it's like, well, but they're just as needy as a child in some ways. And so in this video, I literally set myself up in my living room and had them on the couch. And I was able to make it work, but it was quite funny because Monkey, one of my puppies, she kept peeking her head over the couch and wanted to know what I was doing. And was still being needy. So it's a balancing act for me to get everything that I want to get done in the day and continue to push myself to reach on my goals. These paintings that I've shown to be working on are honestly just for fun. Some people might hate them. Some people might understand what I'm trying to say or achieve just with my intuitive way of making. And quite honestly, they're not intended to be that serious. I'm starting at the point where I just want to make and I just want to work and I just want to explore and I just want to sit with myself and meditate and be intuitive and have fun with the paintbrush. And so it's been a little bit challenging to get back into this flow because it's not something that's familiar to me and it's a new medium again. Like, it's not clay, it's not prints, it's not fiber, it's painting. And it's been an interesting exploration of balancing liking what I'm doing and fixing it and doing it and not psyching myself out about it and just pushing myself to see what I'm capable of completing at the end of all my effort to just work and practice. I do not know where these specific paintings will lead me. And some of these characters have started in my sketchbook, so I have evolved my thought process and my illustrations to the canvases, which is like enough in and of itself, that double layer of meaning. But like I just said, I'm just excited to be here in this moment where I'm bringing something to life with paint, canvas, and a brush and seeing the outcome and just putting my energy into it, no matter how silly that it is, to make it special and to just be here now and be present. I'm definitely layering, and I learned the hard way with this specific painting that I'm working on here that too many layers ruined the aesthetic of what I had that I guess I could have finished and just kept, but I felt like it wasn't enough. So now I'm adding more layers to get back to a point of where I'm satisfied with how the image looks. And I just have been enjoying color, and I've been enjoying brush work, and I've been enjoying layering, and I've been enjoying the push and pull of transparency with the paint. And I've just been enjoying my compositions and enjoying being silly.
And then the secret ingredient that I add, that my mom always used to add growing up, is Spam. But I actually don't think I have Spam, so I might have to use, are these Korean sausages?